Alfie and Charlie at breakfast just after 8:25, 87 miles, 3 days, and then to top it off, a half marathon. 12 fearless runners are going to be taking on the Hadrian's Wall Challenge 2010, running the length of the wall and then taking part in the Great North Run. Our reporter Emma Borthwick is somewhere on the wall. Where are you, Emma?
Good morning, Alfie. I'm at the finish line. Well, it'll be the finish line for the runners, and it's blue skies and sunshine here at Segedunum. Hooray! I'm standing next to an original piece of Hadrian's Wall glistening in the sunshine, and historians believe it ended or started here, depending on which way you're coming from. Now, I've seen runners, cyclists and dog walkers this morning, although I'm sure none of them were pounding out 87 miles and then planning on doing a half marathon. Lunatics. But this run is really a trial run for what the Hadrian's Wall Challenge organiser Alex Morley hopes will become an annual event. Good morning, Alex, you lunatic.
Good morning, Emma.
Why on earth would you want to do this to yourself?
Well, my parents decided they'd walk it. I didn't think that was enough of a challenge, so I've roped a few friends and thought we'd give it a go at running it instead.
So there are 12 of you and it's 100 miles?
Yeah, including the Great North Run, it would be just over 100 miles in theory.
Talk me through the route.
Well, we're starting off over in Bowness, running through fairly flat to Walton for the first night. Then we've got a pretty hilly second day all the way over to Chollerford for a night there. And then we're on from there over to here, to Wallsend. One night stay over, and then we'll do the Great North Run on the fourth day.
Why did you have to add on the Great North Run? Was the Hadrian's Wall Challenge not enough?
Well, it makes it a nice round 100, and I'd already got a place booked in it, so I thought, why not tie the two together?
Now, you're hoping to make it an annual event, something that perhaps more specialised runners will take part in.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this sort of distance isn't something that a lot of people fancy doing, to be perfectly honest, but there is a decent number of people in the UK who do ultra running, and hopefully a new event for that would be very popular.
Well, to find out if it's possible, I've got Neil Carney here from Hadrian's Wall Heritage. What do you think? Could this turn into an annual event?
You know, it could be. I think the thing really to understand with the wall is that it is an ancient monument. And even though there is the Hadrian's Wall Path National Trail that runs from Bowness all the way to Wallsend here, it's very difficult terrain. And certainly what we would always encourage is for these types of events to be aware that they are running along almost 2,000 years of history. There is archaeology under their feet. And really it just needs to be carefully thought through and carefully planned. It doesn't follow a natural footpath in that sense, and that you really do have to go up and down some quite steep and challenging peaks at points.
You're listening, Alex? Something perhaps spell runners would do rather than your standard 3-mile weekend runner.
I think so, but you know, even though the National Trail itself does follow directly the line of the wall, there is various sections of the trail that drop down into alternatives. There's something called the Military Way, which pretty much follows the same line, but avoids some of the more serious peaks. There's also the Hadrian Cycleway, where we are here at Wallsend at the moment. The last maybe 15 or so miles of the Hadrian's Wall Path National Trail follows the cycleway, so it's a much more easily manageable running surface. Obviously, it takes you through some of the lovely quayside of Newcastle, and out here at Wallsend, where it brings you to the Segedunum Museum, you can really get a sense of the history. You know, you can pop into the museum when you finish if you've still got the energy.
So it would be a great historical run. Say there were, 50 people or up to 100 people at a time doing it. What would you foresee the main problems being?
Yeah, I think the opportunities really with this is that it does bring people to the area. As we've heard with illuminating Hadrian's Wall recently, you know, the value of that event to the local economy is fantastic. So these types of events do bring people to the area. Certainly, if there are going to be mass groups along the line of the wall, what we'd encourage is that they stage the start points. They don't all run together in one mass group. You know, there are certain points that make it difficult to cross, for instance, over styes or kissing gates. To try and get a good number of people through those at a time is difficult. So if you can break the groups up and break the journey out as much as you can, and obviously support the local bed and breakfast businesses and campsites and camping barns along the line, then you know it could be very, very positive for the economy.
So Alex, you're going to be a modern day foot soldier, but fortunately you'll be running in shorts and t-shirt and not armour.
Yeah, I was tried to be persuaded by my brother to do it in some Roman centurion's outfit, but I wasn't too keen, to be honest.
Neil, to end it, an interesting fact about the wall?
I think that there would have been 20,000 Roman soldiers along the line of the wall at its heyday. Now, you won't quite see 20,000 Roman soldiers on this run, but really the fact that the legacy that those Roman soldiers have left behind is the ancient monument. It is the Hadrian's Wall Path National Trail, and you'll just have a fantastic scenic run. And good luck.
So it's happening in 4 weeks. The 3 ultramarathons in 3 days. The Hadrian's Wall Challenge 2010.
Good, thanks very much, Emma. And when they finish, they'll smell like a centurion sandal.